Fine. Let's go, Gjallahorn, baby! Woo! Alright, everybody. Welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. And we are here today to get the Gjallahorn. So first and foremost, you need to have the 30th anniversary. You need to purchase the 30th anniversary, so you need to have the actual pack, the DLC. And then you're going to want to go to, you'll see at this, in your missions section there, it'll just tell you right off the bat to go see Shahan on the Cosmodrome. So just head over to him and accept the first part of the quest, which tells you to go play and complete the new Grasp of Avarice dungeon, which I will be breaking down each piece to help you guys get through it and get this Gjallahorn. So here we go. So when we start up, you just do you have to keep killing the ads, and you'll notice they'll start dropping engram looking things, and you'll get burdened by riches. Now you want to take these riches and stack up as many of them as you can. If you wait too long on the ground, they will blow up. Then once you have enough of them, you want to go inside the loot cave here, and then you want to deposit them into this white crystal here at the back. You'll notice that it'll start just like siphoning it from you. But if you hold on to it too long, you'll see burdened by riches on the side of your screen, the countdown. If you wait too long, it'll just destroy you. So you need to be wary of that. Then, once you drop down, once you fill up that crystal enough, you'll end up dropping down into the beginning of the dungeon and make your way through this first little area. As you get into the next room, you'll see that there's going to be some trap doors there. The very first one is a trap door, so you want to go into the second one. Watch the switch on the ground, or the little step switch there in the middle. Be careful of that, because I'll activate another trap. Go activate the switch behind it. You'll go into the room behind here, follow the tunnel, drop into the middle, or jump into the middle. Then you're going to want to fall down and go into the hidden compartment underneath here and activate this switch. The switch across the wall will activate a trap, so you do not want to go into there. And then you're going to want to simply make your way back up, but be careful if you're going as a team here, go one at a time, because the ground there will give out. And then you're going to want to make your way back across. Once you're back across, you're going to want to head back outside, and this time head up along the wall. Keep making your way up along the side of the wall here, and you'll have 6 options, 3 on the right and 3 on the left. There are switches in quite a few of them, however most of them are traps, so you just want to pick the one at the back right. And then when you head here, it's still a switch, however this one is not a trap. It'll open up for you, and you can continue making your way. Once we get past that, we open up a new switch, which will bring us to the next area, and you're basically just going to kind of hit these one at a time. You basically just follow it. Just be careful of the switches like that in the middle that are going to have traps. You just want to kill the hive and whatever enemies you're going to have here. Hit the switch on the back of the wall. Once you've hit the switch on the back of the wall, it'll actually flip the panel there that you first came in, and it'll close it, and it'll open up a second set. So like it basically opens up column A and closes column B, and you just go out the next one. And now that we go out, you can see that the one on the right side is now open. So we're going to make our way there, and it's kind of a rinse and repeat kind of situation going on here. We just keep making our way through, killing the ads, hitting the switch, and continuing. I also recommend jumping on top of them, because if you try to go from underneath, you'll probably bop yourself and just fall to your death. Here, you don't need to hit this switch to close it. It'll just, there's no need to. It'll just close the door behind you, and you're going to have to open it anyways. You're going to want to hop up above it, hit that switch above. It'll open up a door back from where we first came from. So then you're going to want to drop down, and then I would clear out the ads, including the servitor. Here in the middle, because it'll, or Shrieker, sorry, it'll start tearing you up. So definitely take care of that, and then you're just going to want to make your way back across the same way you made your way across in the first place. Once you make your way back across, you'll notice that there's a new door open here, so you're just going to want to clear out the ads once again. And at the back of the area here, there will be a switch once again. you'll click that switch or flip the switch here on the wall. Good old flip the switch. You don't click the switch. I don't know why I said that. Then you're going to want to make your way simply back across once again where you were coming from, and now the complete adjacent side, as you can see, is now open. Once you get over to the other side, you're just going to once again clear out the ads, and then you're presented with a choice. You can either take the door on the left, or you can take the door on the right, but you will want to take the door on the right, as the one on the left is a trap. Once you jump down into this room, you're going to want to just slowly make your way around, and you'll come across a section that, or a area that has a switch. And then that switch will most likely open up a platform or a door across the way, and then you'll have to make your way there, hit that switch, and then continue on flipping all the switches until you get the final door open, and you'll come across a Scorch Cannon enemy. After killing the Scorch Cannon bear, you want to grab the Scorch Cannon itself and then bring it back over to where you see this weird box, like I guess it's almost like a core charger thing here, right underneath section 4. When you get there, you can either shoot it multiple times, or you can just shoot it once and hold it and keep the core keep your trigger pressed and let it build up a few times until it charges once or twice, until it charges the second time, and then it's fully charged. And then you just want to let it go, and it'll fully charge the door and open it for you, and you'll make your way to the next area. But be careful right here. It's actually a almost like a old school Mario Brothers with the Donkey Kong throwing the barrels at you. You gotta step on to the sides instead of jumping over them. You just step inside. I almost got caught with that myself, so that was a fun little one. And I like that little reference. But moving on, we continued throughout the dungeon until we get to the next boss. Now, for this boss, he will be immune until you hit a specific point in time and you can damage him. In order to hit that point in time, you just want to kill the ads on the side until you come across a another Scorch Cannon bear. You can pick up these motes here. However, if you do pick up the motes, you're going to want to go drop them off at the crystal. It's the same kind of situation that we had before, where we have to pick up the mote, not the motes, but the engrams, and drop them off at the crystal. The crystal is actually where we spawned in, but I'll get to that at a point. You'll see why I don't potentially pick the ones up on the side, because I forgot about it and didn't know where the crystal was at this point, and I ended up just dying, as you're about to see. But you're going to want to take that Scorch Cannon. You're going to want to shoot that spot where I just showed you, and it'll open up the door on this side, to which these enemies will start dropping the engrams and what you need, the same things. You'll start getting the Burden of Riches as well, and once you have enough of them, you're going to want to bring them back to the crystals, like I mentioned, and they are at the beginning of the area. Once the crystal has siphoned enough of the engrams or the Burdens of Riches from you, you'll be able to enter a damage phase. You'll see there on the bottom it says the Insatiable has succumbed to temptation, Fritzia. So at this point you can enter damage phase and just tee off. Just use whatever you got, everything, bring it all on the line, just throw it all down there, and just tee off. It is a timed window, so you'll only get so much damage in before it'll reset, and then you're going to want to rinse and repeat until you finished. There is also from this point perspective, we went through the door on the right hand side with the Scorch Cannon. There is also a door on the bottom floor, not the bottom floor right here with the chest, but the mid floor there on the left for the Scorch Cannon as well. So there's two sides that you can do it on. Moving on from there, we are now going to the next section of the dungeon, sorry. And once we open up this door, you'll see we're gonna have some mines to set off, and we have to sparrow down there real quick. You can whip out your sparrow and you can go down, but you might not make it in time, and you can see that there's these little pods, so almost little mine things that you can see on the side. If you tag them, you don't have to jump off your sparrow. You can just tag them with your sparrow, and they'll add to your timer, so you can keep going without worrying about the mine setting off. You're going to want to keep going and doing this all the way down until you finish the entire thing. You have to go through mine A, B, C, and D, and it gets a little, as you can see, I just have to completely abandon my teammate here because there's just no time to get off the Sparrow, and to get him I have to just keep going here. Luckily there was one there and I ended up hitting another one. You're going to want to look left and right. There's kind of a path you can, it almost like wants you to weave left and then right and whatnot, but there's multiple of those mine things on or the extenders on both left and right side. So once you hit the bottom, that'll be the end of this section, and we'll move on to the next area. For this next area, the main goal of it is to go around finding the Scorch Cannon bears, killing them, grabbing yourself the Scorch Cannon, and then this little core here you're going to want to shoot the Scorch Cannon into and charge it up to launch yourselves with these cannons across the map and around the map. Now you can rotate them from 3 different areas, and once you get over into the middle, you'll see that there's going to just be, when you keep going point to point, there's going to be just Scorch Cannon bears around, but eventually you'll come across an area that has a servitor. Now you're going to want to kill the servitor, but it's going to have a shield. In order to bring the shield down, it's going to be another one of these situations where we're going to have to kill the ads, pick up the engrams again to be burdened by riches, and then go deposit them in the crystal that's in the center building alongside of it. You're going to see a lot of these buildings with a lot of these crystals inside. It's because the servitor will be at a random spot and you have to go and do this 4 times. So once you kill the servitor and get it down, the next goal of this is to finish killing the ads, but then you're going to want to bring the dead servitor. It's kind of acting like a ball. It's a little finicky to move around, but you're going to want to bring it down to where the cannon is, and then you're going to want to angle it with the cannon to hit the little orange cores along the ring of the this fallen piece in the middle here. You'll see as I launch myself with it, it hits that orange core and it'll actually destroy it, which takes off part of the fallen shield. Now you'll want to rinse and repeat this throughout the map 4 times. Like I said, the servitor will be moving around, so you'll just have to go find him, but regardless of where he is, you just move him to the nearest cannon and you'll angle it and you'll blow up one of the orange pieces again, finally bringing down the fallen shield and allowing you to progress to the next section. You're just going to launch yourself from here into the middle, and then once you launch yourself into the middle, you'll find yourself the chest right there, and grab yourself that chest, head on back and shoot the cannon again and launch yourself up, and we'll make our way up and around and we'll keep going to the next area for the dungeon. In the next area we will find the boss section, which he spawns in with a servitor there that you just saw me kill. That is a very annoying and hurts quite badly, so definitely take care of him quickly, as well as an invisible character that you'll want to take care of quickly as well. But it's the same situation here. He's going to have an invincible shield, and you're going to want to kill the ads in the area and until you get the Scorch Cannon, and then on one of the 3 sides, the left side, the right side, or the middle on the ground across from him, there will be an area to shoot the Scorch Cannon, which will open up those compartments around the map. Now, it doesn't just open them on the one section wherever you are. It actually opens them up on a full ring around the boss. So you'll see there here when I let go of the Scorch Cannon and blow it up, a bunch of the burdened by riches engrams spawn here right on the ground in this area, and then along the right side where Pistachio's going, and then along the left side here where I'm going. It's going to be one of these rinse and repeat situations. You're going to want to grab as many as you can, bring them back to the middle, deposit them into the crystal, and then that'll bring it'll prompt a marking on your screen again saying that he'll warp behind you, which is when you kind of know, but he'll also actually give an indication on the screen. You'll see it in a second here. It says Avarice the Covetous has succumbed to temptation. That's when you know he is available to damage, and then you're just going to want to tee off on him with everything you got. If you can one phase him, there's only the 2 of us, and we were just using whatever we had. I don't have the 1k, so, and obviously I didn't have the Gjallahorn at this point, so you just want to use whatever you got to beat him down. But every time you rinse and repeat the section, the Shank will respawn as well as the invisible guy, so keep a note for that. They are a little bit to deal with, so make sure you kill them. But after you finish that, you'll be done that section, and it'll tell you to now go back to Gjallahorn. And when you finish speaking to him, he'll ask you to get some more of these wolf pack rounds, which is what we were acquired at the end of that dungeon. To get them, you want to kill high value targets, not high value targets. You want to kill powerful fallen enemies. Powerful fallen enemies, which are just fallen enemies that have a yellow bar. Now they can be the wanted enemies, like you said, like I showed you there, but the RNG doesn't always, it doesn't drop every time. So sometimes you won't get it. So if you can get lucky with a public event, with the Glimmer event, hopefully you can get it finished all in one go. But if you can't, head over to the Lost Sector, Exodus Garden 2A, and it has a ton of powerful fallen enemies throughout it, as well as fallen enemy boss. So you can just probably clear out this Lost Sector one time and get all 7 that you need, easy peasy, if there happens to be no Lost Sector or no public events in the area. So I'd highly recommend doing that. After you finish getting all 7 pieces, once again we want to head back to Gjallahorn, and he'll give you another piece with some more lore there to go along with it. After you grab this piece from him, he'll ask you to go back to Banshee at the tower. So we're going to want to make our way back to him. Talk to him. He's going to give you another piece. And it's some more lore, once again. Feel free to read it and all that good stuff. Once you have this piece, we're actually going to go back to the Lost Sector that I was just in. And you actually have to complete this Lost Sector. You just go finish it off like you normally would. You don't have to do it in the special version of it, just a normal version. Just walk right in, finish killing the ads. You don't even have to finish killing the ads if you don't want to. And you just pick up the chest at the end, which will grant you yet another piece of the Gjallahorn. It's still not finished just yet, but we're close. After that, we're going to want to warp back to Gjallahorn and then go right behind him to the just the back right. It's just like a little bench here, and you're going to just hold X on it, and it'll give you a semi-completed Gjallahorn. And to finally get this beauty of a gun, you go back to Gjallahorn, and he will finally give you the last, well, he won't give you the last piece, he'll just straight up give you the Gjallahorn at this point. As you can see, I couldn't grab it there because I was full on heavy stuff, so I had to quickly go in my inventory and delete it. But that's how you get the Gjallahorn, and that's also how you do the new Grasp of Avarice dungeon. This was kind of a 2-in-1 video, and I hope it's been informative for you guys, and I hope it's been enjoyable. I'm still new to all of this. This is all I've only been doing this for about 6-7 months, so I'm doing my best with what I know and how I kind of do things that I'm learning. I'm learning a lot along the way, so any feedback and whatnot would be greatly appreciated. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be absolutely wonderful if you did hit that like button, and please do consider subscribing to the channel to help me grow. But until next time, have yourselves an absolutely wonderful day, and as always, stay hydrated, as hydration is key.